Hello, it's vlog time again, and here we are in the garden. It could rain at any moment. It's not brilliant out here today, but can't be arsed setting up the blue screen. So we're going to get on with it and see how we go. Now, as usual, I'm going to get through the crappy bits first. And the first crappy bit I'm going to talk about is the sub that went missing, and it ended up in the deaths of 5 people. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't wish harm on anybody. I got no ill will to anybody. But the amount of news coverage on there, and well, the rescue effort I can understand, but the amount of news coverage, especially when you consider that just a few days before, over 200, 300 people lost their lives in a migration boat. I don't know what the rescue effort was there because it wasn't covered well in the news. The media seem to focus on the rich. They need to show the plight of the poor too. You know, yes, we've lost lives, but we lost hundreds of lives just a few days before, and it was barely a peep. And yet this was all over the place. And the other thing, of course, is the total negligence. The negligence of the CEO of OceanGate. He took shortcuts. He says, oh, safety is always stifling innovation. Yeah, there's a reason for it. And we found out that reason to their cost. The only good thing, I suppose, about it, and that's putting it mildly, is nothing's good, is they wouldn't have felt it. It would have been so fast, they wouldn't have even realised it was happening. But yeah, that's the cost of innovation over safety. Safety first, always safety first. There's a reason for it. There's a reason all this safety thing is. It's not to stifle innovation, it's to keep people alive. And hopefully lessons will be learned from that. So yeah, TLDR, more media coverage for the poor, the plight of the poor, the plight of the desperate. Balance it up with the plight of the mega rich. Right, on to my next, very recent, Twitter. Rate limiting. Got it once. I mean, I normally keep Twitter open in the tab using TweetDeck. Rate limited. I've had enough of that man-child and his antics. He can kiss my ass. I know he won't miss my patronage, if you like, because I use ad blockers. I'm not of value to him. I don't follow ads. I'm not going to pay $8 a month. I haven't, and I'm not going to delete my account. That's an archive there, whenever it... At the moment, if you're not logged in, you can't see Twitter. And then you get a limited number of posts when you are logged in. I've had enough. I've really had enough. So I've logged out. I've deleted all my shortcuts. I've taken it off my homepage on my website. So yeah, I'm avoiding using Twitter now. I'll still pop in now and again. I mean, I don't burn bridges. I put a few gates up, but I don't burn bridges. Not deleting my account, as I say. But yeah, that is just... Yeah, he bought it because he bragged. And he bought it because he had to, because he was being legally forced to. And then he just ran it into the ground since. Because he hasn't got a clue. So yeah, Twitter, that's the bad things out of the way. Oh yeah, Blue Sky. Blue Sky, I was going to say about Blue Sky, wasn't I? So yeah, Blue Sky is being set up, has been set up on invite only at the moment. Put your name down, waiting list, by the person who originally set up Twitter. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's already got a reputation for selling out. He's going to do it again. You know, that's a centralized platform. Easy to advertise, easy for advertisers. You can shove that one too. I will not be going on to Blue Sky. I got Mastodon, which is not perfect. By any means, it's not perfect. You're also at the whims of the admin of the instance you're on. However, if you don't like the admin, just migrate. Simple. Well, a bit more than simple, but you can migrate. You can take your account, move it elsewhere, and bring all your followers with you. Okay, that's the bad stuff. Now, this might sound like bad stuff at the start, but a few weeks ago, pool went cloudy. I think I know what it was, but I decided I didn't like it where it was, so I was going to just drain it when I had a few days. And so I did, drained it, moved it, and it's in a much better position now. We can get around it all the time. It only takes 2 of us to put the cover on, whereas it used to take 3 or 4 of us, and it was awkward. We can do it in seconds now. Yeah, what it was, I believe, was algae. I wasn't putting enough algaecide in. So I've sorted the algae now, putting a bit extra in. It won't do any harm. I can measure it better now, because I found out that a shot glass is 50 millilitres. And I've also measured it with water and figured out what half of a shot glass is. And it's quite near the top, to be honest. And I put a little bit extra in anyway. So yeah, I'm sorted with that. The pool is so much more accessible now, if you like. And we're not stuck by stingies every time we try and get around it. Stinging nettles, that is, for anybody who doesn't understand the slang. Okay, next. Oh, that should have been above full sugar drinks. Yeah, this is a rant. The choice is going. Ever since the sugar tax came in and everybody's been twitchy over sugar drinks. Okay, I can't drink Pepsi, but the latest ones, Pepsi, have now replaced some of the sugar with sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, I don't care. I'm allergic to them. I did try Coke Zero when the sugar tax first came out. The taste was fine. Yeah, but I think it was Ace K, acesulfame K, potassium K, that is. And too much of that binds my stomach. I couldn't go to the toilet for 3 days. So not taking that again. I think sucralose is okay, but it needs, it's always along with aspartame or Ace K. I can't drink it. Not just because it tastes bad in a lot of cases, but because it upsets my stomach. So yeah, and trying to find it, you can find them out there, but you've got to really look hard to find full sugar drinks, especially with the cordials and squashes. They're just rare. They're like rocking horse shit. So yeah, I'll pay the extra for the sugar. I need the calories because I'm a skinny bugger. But no, artificial sweetener is definitely not good. Right, that's that rant over. I'm sure you're glad to hear that. Right, good thing. Father's Day. On Father's Day, we had visitors. Marcus and Nikki come over from Germany, and it was a great day. Now, I planned a fake barbecue. In other words, when we grill in the house and bring out to the garden. And my Father's Day present that day was a full-size barbecue. A nice one. It really was. And it's got a temperature gauge in it as well. I do have footage of me building it, but it's a bit long and boring, really. It is a good footage. It was filmed with Marcus's 360 camera. And it's really... I'm not going to say it's interesting, but it's interesting to me. It wouldn't be interesting to anybody else. So, we had the barbecue. Now it's got a temperature gauge on there as well, and a lid, so you can actually tell. It's more like an actual grill or a grill oven combined. It's really good. It's really good. All the food was cooked fast, not over fast. It was cooked through. It wasn't burnt, except when it was intended to be crisp on the outside. And yeah, it's something I can really get into. It's bugger to light to start with. We ended up using a standard heat gun, an electric heat gun, and it seemed to be the most effective method. It was brilliant, and I'm really pleased with it. We had a great day, and and I tried Jägermeister for the first time. I'm 58, and I tried Jägermeister for the first time. Second time really, but the first time as Jägermeister. The first time was a single shot, Jaeger bomb, which was bought for me at an Ingress event. Or was it? It may have been a birthday, Jonas's birthday. Hi, Jonas. So it's. I like the taste. It makes me feel ill the next morning, but I do like the taste. It's very licorice, and I do like licorice. So yeah, Father's Day, 100%. I'd like to get over to Germany, but I need a passport and time. I don't think the money's going to be too much of a problem in the future. But but need a passport, need time, And of course, with Jane in the wheelchair, it's awkward. But we'll see what we can do on that one. Now, I've used this GoPro in the pool. I've got little bits of footage around. And yeah, it works well in the pool, underwater. So now I've tested it underwater. Maybe I'll get some more underwater shots then. Not regular, and certainly not in public places, if you know what I mean. I'm not that sort of person, no matter what people might think. But yeah, it was good. I mean, I was very apprehensive about, even though it's rated, I was very apprehensive about putting the camera underwater. But it worked. It worked fine. Yes, so now, what else have we got? What else have we got? 1P Mobile. I don't know how I found it. It was coming up, and I think it may have actually been an advert. Oddly enough, no, it wasn't. It was a recommendation in a forum or a Discord or a Telegram group. 1P Mobile. They use EE. Now, this is now my full-time internet on my phone, because a tenner a month for 10 gigabytes, and I'm still keeping with giffgaff. I'm not changing that. That's my main voice and text number. But the speed on it and the reliability, it puts giffgaff to shame. Okay, so I got 16 gigabytes, so now I got basically 26 gigabytes a month. But yeah, it's really good. I'm really pleased with it. And it was quite simple to set up, quite fast, and worked really well. And now the rain's starting, so I can end the vlog here. Again, good luck to Ukraine in getting the Russians out, and hope that turns out well. And until the next one, peace y'all. Have a good one. Ta-ra.